Your phone horizontal.
Let me take this damn head off. Yep, there we go.
There you go. All right. Good deal. Thank you for joining us today. We'll get everybody. I think everybody's hooked up to record, and off we'll go. So you guys know the deal. Jeremy, go ahead and start us off.
Hey, Kendrick, congratulations, man. How much had you talked with Pittsburgh? How much was that destination a possibility in your mind, in your agent's mind?
Yeah, like you said, me and my agent, we kind of knew that was a potential landing spot. They showed a lot of interest in the pre-draft process. I was in contact with them a lot. Coach Clem was at my pro day as well, and he said, that there was a real good potential that I land there as well. So it worked out.
What do you think of the possibility? Obviously, Pouncey is now gone. I know they have competition there. Just what do you think of the fit there?
I want to go in there. I plan on, trying to take the job right away, but it's I'm gonna go in and compete. They got some older guys that have been in the league for a little bit there at that position. So kind of surreal, to be honest, but I'm ready to do it.
I mean, growing up, just what is Pittsburgh Steelers football to you?
Man, it's crazy. So I kind of woke up from my nap about an hour ago and just thought, look at my phone, and it's a Pittsburgh number calling me. It's Ben Roethlisberger. And I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? He's like, hey, it's Ben Roethlisberger. I'm just talking up to him. But he's been the quarterback there my whole life. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, I think as long as I can remember, he's been the quarterback for the Steelers, man. He's like, yeah, way to make me feel old, But no, it was good chopping it up with him.
Is that like one of the biggest moments so far? Like that reality sets in?
Yeah, it was honestly crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Kendrick, congratulations. I kind of wanted to ask you, now that you have an opportunity going to compete, like you said, for that starting position, what do you think the biggest adjustment process is going from the Big Ten to obviously the NFL with the Steelers?
I want to get into that playbook and really just jump on that. That's my biggest concern. I would say it's not going to be a problem, but that's just my biggest concern.
As someone who really made a name for themselves in college off of how physical you were, how much fun do you think it's going to be able to get to test that part of your game out in the NFL against grown men who are known for being incredibly strong and incredibly physical?
That's something I plan on carrying with me, but absolutely, I want to try it with the best of them. So we'll see what happens.
And I kind of wanted to ask too, you're kind of now a poster boy for Illinois with what Coach Bielema is trying to do, recruiting the state of Illinois and get these kids to realize that they can go to Illinois and then they can go to the NFL. What do you think that could be like to kind of be one of those poster childs for that?
So it's possible. And I think Coach Bielema is doing the right thing by recruiting the state of Illinois. There's a lot of gems that come out of here, I think. So I'm all in for it.
Thanks, Kendrick. Appreciate it.
Hey, Kendrick. How you doing?
What's going on?
You are the first draftee from Illinois in a couple of years. Tell me what are the 2 or 3 keys? Why were you drafted? What did you do to make this happen? Give me the keys to get you in this position beyond playing well in the field. But tell me some of the off the field things you did that really helped you.
Yeah, no, just working, man. I'm always I've been working hard at this football stuff my whole life. It's all I've ever really wanted to do. Off the field, just putting in extra work, working on my body, rehabbing my body, watching film, stuff like that. It's all the little things that, go into how you play, and that helps you put the best product on the field.
You've got a teammate joining you in the NFL this year, but I assume you'd like more down the road. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I would love to have more join me, especially next year. We got, Paucho, Dougie, V. I would love for those guys, when they come out, hopefully they get drafted as well.
You see a day down the road, there should be, Illinois would get 4 or 5 guys picked in the draft. Do you see a day when that happens again down the road?
Yeah, I think it's coming really soon. I think Coach Bielema is doing a great job, and I think he knows what it takes, to get to that next level. I think, he's really going to get guys swinging that way.
And last thing, put your scout hat on. Which one of your teammates from this year that's going to be in the draft next year you think will be in there for sure next year?
Say that again. You cut out a little bit.
Which guy from the current team do you think will join you next year for sure? Is there one or two or three guys you think they got a great
Oh
chance?
yeah. After stayed my boys, V, Dougie, and Paucho. Tony Adams. I think Tony Adams. I think he's gonna have a big year this year. And but yeah, especially those are like the biggest four that jump to my mind. And Jake Hanston, I forgot about him. And Rod Perry.
Okay.
I think all those guys have legitimate shots.
Thanks. Great talking to you again.
Absolutely.
Hey Kendrick, congratulations.
Thank you.
We saw some of the scenes from your draft watch party, and just seemed like a very emotional time, obviously. But what was the process like even before the moments like before you got drafted? I mean, you're going through that third round, not knowing maybe necessarily if you're gonna have to wait till Saturday. I mean, what was that evening like for you?
It's pretty nerve-wracking, man, to be honest. But it obviously ended up working out well. Thought there was potential I could go at that back end of the second. I thought that's probably where I was going to go, but it didn't work out that way. But I'm just grateful that I got selected, especially on day 2. That's huge.
With that thought process in mind, does that kind of give you maybe an extra chip on the shoulder at all, or are you just kind of taking this all in stride with where you were selected?
No, I wouldn't say. I'm just I want to prove the Pittsburgh Steelers that they made the right choice. That's my biggest thing. That's and I just want to go and be noticed as a guy who works hard every day.
And then moving forward into the NFL, I think you've told us before you've stayed in touch with Nick Allegretti, and obviously he and Ted Karras are guys who recently drafted Illinois O-linemen. Are those guys you plan to get in touch with, stay in touch with, you're moving forward now that you're transitioning into the league?
Absolutely, yeah. Me and Nikki shoot a text over here and there every other day. I don't, Nikki's my boy. Ted Karras, I don't know him as well, but that Illini O-line brotherhood is like a fraternity, So, but absolutely.
Thanks, Kendrick.
Yep.
Jim,
Go
are
ahead,
you
Marley.
next? Or is it me? Sorry. So Kendrick, when you're gonna play center for them, is that where they want you?
Yeah, slotted in. We're gonna start working on center.
Sure. So how attractive did they find it that you were able to fill in for Doug Kramer this season? I mean, was that something good that you were able to show them with your film, or I guess how did that kind of come into play a little bit there?
Yeah, it's just really they like the fact that I'm versatile. That's something that they mentioned to me as well. But and they liked my tape that I put on at center when I did have to fill in for Doug. But overall, I think what it was just the fact that regardless of what position I was playing, I'm trying to out there playing hard, trying to finish guys and put people on their back.
Do you feel like Pittsburgh would have not been an option had you not filled in for him? I mean, are you grateful that you did have that opportunity to show your versatility?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm definitely grateful. And yeah, you never know what happens if if Doug doesn't go out and get contact traced for COVID, things like that. But yeah, I'm definitely grateful.
And I can imagine now is, the hard part. I think a lot of people on the outside looking in, they're like, okay, great, he got drafted. This is all good and well. But I mean, what do you feel like in your career has prepared you for this moment now to compete for a spot? Because I can imagine, it's going to be an uphill battle from here.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right about it being an uphill battle. But yeah, I kind of just try to take Friday and Saturday to digest it and celebrate. But I'm taking today off, and tomorrow I'm back punching the clock. Start working on my body again. But because like you said, I know it's not going to be easy going into the NFL, trying to play right away. But got to try and make it work.
And what do you think this means for you in Illinois in the sense of, maybe you don't have to come from the most winningest program, which, Illinois hasn't been for the last couple of years, but, how do you feel like maybe this and a couple guys heading to the next level? I mean, do you feel like that can kind of change the course a little bit, or what do you think that just means for Illinois?
Hopefully, like we were talking about earlier, hopefully, guys see that you can go to Illinois and still get a chance to play at the next level. And I think that's really what Coach Bealem was probably going to try and sell to the kids, which he should, and stay home and play for the state of Illinois. So hopefully that'll get things turning in the right direction.
All right, thank you.
Kendrick, who in Peoria has helped you get to this point? Have you kind of sat back and thought about all the people, locally that have kind of helped you, get to this point? I know it's hard work on your part, but somebody's got to also be in your corner and push you in the right direction.
Yeah, huge support from everyone here in Peoria for just obviously my family, my brother, my parents, but all the coaches I've had throughout Little League and stuff like that. My high school wrestling coach was huge and helped me develop as an athlete. So absolutely, I've had a ton of support.
Have you sat back and kind of thought about the journey and how you got here and what it means to you?
Hold on. Tony was calling me. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Have you kind of been able to sit back these last couple of days or throughout this process and be able to, look back at how you got here and the journey itself and kind of being able to look back at that?
No, right now I'm kind of looking at full steam ahead. I'm trying to get ready to go in this position battle. Ain't time to sit back yet and just really reflect. And now's not the time. So it's time to get ready.
Thanks, Kendrick. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Kendrick, you said you're going back to work tomorrow, but what do the Steelers have planned for you coming up over the next few weeks?
Within the next few weeks, I think I'll be heading out to Pittsburgh, and I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing, but something along the lines of like a rookie mini camp or something like that. We're gonna, just start probably going over a playbook and getting things going.
Yeah, we lost your video there, Kendrick. Alec, go ahead. Alec, you can jump back in, and Gavin, go ahead.
Sorry, Tony, freaking TA keeps calling me.
No worries. Kendrick, I wanted to ask one quick thing about, the future of this group and the future that you kind of forged. Coach Miller spoke a lot about the O-line pride. How much do you think that kind of helped you get to this level and that mantra that O-line pride meant and with, the past and all that stuff?
Hope you're on mute, Kendrick.
Good catch. Anyways, that was something Coach Buck has kind of instilled in us, that culture we had back, like, I think it was 2018 when I first went over to O-line. That's the first thing I noticed, be a tight-knit group. And we still got Dougie there, Poucho and V. They know what it means. They're going to keep that tradition going strong.
Thanks, KG.
Hey, Kendrick, can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Congratulations, man. When was the first time you actually heard from the Steelers before the draft?
I would say early January, late January, somewhere around that time. We had a Zoom call with Colbert, the GM, and Mike Tomlin.
Cool. What was what were those initial conversations like? And you mentioned that you talked to all the teams. So was there anything about the Steelers that stood out to you about their interest in you?
Yeah, me just like me and Coach Tomlin just having genuine conversation, and obviously Coach Adrian Clem, offensive line coach, he was really he seemed really interested as well, and he seems like a genuine guy, and I just felt like we hit it off very well.
Absolutely. And then I saw I think it was your little sister, your celebration video after you got drafted. She looked so hyped. I'm sure you've probably been asked about it, but I was a little late on the call. So I just want to ask what that moment was like for your family. And what was it like to see her so pumped up for you?
Sorry, my cousin was just walking by, but it was great, man. Like I said, everyone was stoked for me. My little sister, damn near, she didn't even know what the hell's going on, but she saw me happy, so she's happy. You know what I mean? And she saw my name come up on the TV, but it was a great moment for everyone. I'm happy I got to share it with everyone.
Thanks, Kendrick. Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
All right. Anything else for Kendrick?
Good luck.
KG, thanks for your time. Best of luck, and we'll see you down the road next time you're in Champaign. So,
thank you. Appreciate it.
Right. See you.
Thanks, KG.
Kendrick.